You gotta see the stream, by the way. So
Yeah, I'm waiting on it popping up.
yeah, let
Oh,
me
there we go.
just. Why do I have Skype open? All right, I gotta close a few things real quick. That's probably fine. you,
Ugh, that pause menu.
you love it. Wait, what's happened? Why is it false? Okay, we actually want true. Wait, what did I just do? Did I just change false to false? That's impressive. That's what true program is like.
Oh,
God,
this is
I'm
progressed since I've last seen it anyway.
well. Oh, you mean feast? Yeah. It. You.
No, not Feast, the other one. The box game.
Oh, right. Well, that's a surprise because it's gonna progress now. Look at
Yes.
this. I
Choose a
was
pack.
I was just showing you the old mode, but now here's the new mode where you're on an island.
Oh,
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Yes, I made placeholder art.
oh, this is awesome. Oh, I cannot
Thanks.
wait to work on this, actually. This is going to be awesome.
Oh wow, I'm surprised you're actually that into it. All right, so
Yeah,
I
this looks great.
I didn't really look what I picked, but I see I picked the hunter, and so I will see. Okay, so wait, I should put on music. So the point of the game is that you have to build a town, and conveyors will bring the stuff to buildings. But originally, the game was about sorting things with conveyors, and now I currently have it so that all the buildings will just all the
Oh,
build.
so it's like a crafting game. So you craft buildings out of certain things, but you have to like get
Uh,
them there.
no.
No?
And you just get like a pack of buildings. Like here, I can choose these two. That one will be. Actually, that one's pretty good. Yeah, I should go for that one actually. So I will. Oh, I didn't get
So,
any houses. Oops. Well, that is a really bad thing to get. I don't know if I can progress. What's the button to cheat? Whatever. Wait, what's the button to? X rotates the thing. Okay,
I
so.
mean, I'm not really too sure what's going on in the game, but I think this game might need a tutorial, like
Uh,
an in-depth one.
well, I don't know.
Because so
Maybe.
far I don't really understand it too much.
I mean,
Do,
like
do,
I don't know how you can be confused when you see that I get these things, which is I get a hunter and houses, and then I obviously made it so the hunter that the food is brought to the houses, and that's all there is.
So the hunter, does that mean you have to place it on one of those little animals?
It actually deleted those animals when I placed the hunter, because that simulates for now that they have been consumed.
Right. Okay. So with the trees and stuff, if you want to do woodcutting, do you need to like build on top of a tree?
Yeah, it, it,
Okay.
it
Fine.
deleted some trees here. It didn't use the apple trees though, because they're for the apple farm, the orchard. What I
Ah.
have? Am I? Oh no, I am being a fool. Actually, I have yet. Okay, so I currently have it so that the charcoal kiln will let's see, it will use all the wood and turn it into coal, which ended up not getting any wood to. Jesus, again. Okay, I'm already terrible at my own game. Right, so you have to get all the wood to. I mean, you have to get all the resources to the houses, so that these houses have charcoal, and okay, they had charcoal and meat, and now they also have wood, and now it upgraded. And now I have a tower of fire. Wow. Not that you'd see any of that. It'll just be a square, but here it goes. It'll consume charcoal and therefore increase the value of the houses next to it. Yep,
Ah.
I think.
So are the houses and stuff going to take a while to build?
No,
Or
it's
will you need to
instant.
send food? Or right, okay.
No, you just build the houses instantly, and then the food comes. The resources come to the houses, and they. Okay, I may have. This might not work. Yeah, this might be super broken because it just instant kills all the wood and coal in the Tower of Fire. So now the houses are getting none of it. Oops. Okay, so I gotta delete that building because it doesn't work for now. Alright, so as you see, well, the other three buildings work though, so that's good. Okay, so now I've unlocked another Tower of Fire. Oops. Whatever, and a meat smokery. Wow.
Yeah, I think the UI is going to need a big
No.
overhaul.
Oh, you don't think that the placeholder UI works? Right.
No. I mean, maybe if we have like a...
I mean, yeah, of course. This game looks interesting. Thanks. Alright, so now I will... I guess I'll just play real quick. I mean, I guess, what am I talking? I'm not going to be quick, but I will play and then you will see. Alright, so
Yeah.
I have to create a farm, and then a pig farm uses the food. I may have messed up stuff in some way. Right, so here the pig farm. How much did... Okay, the pig farm doesn't instant kill all the grain. That's good, but it also doesn't seem to be producing pigs. So that's impressive. Alright, so I can't... right. Okay, so I guess that doesn't work, but I can luckily use the farmer. Oh, okay, I guess I got another pack of cards because the distribution is working so well. Right, so I don't know if this game really requires much of a tutorial, but maybe. I mean, I think...
I'm still kind of confused what the goal is, and like, see if you use the woodcutter, that has to take over trees, right? Like you have to do it on top of a tree.
Yeah.
Why doesn't the farm need like animals or?
The farm is on grassland.
Right, okay. So where does it tell you all these things that you need, like the
Well,
requirements?
it's pretty simple because it gives you these things, and then it says you can't place it here. There's no farmland. But I mean, yeah, I mean there will be stuff. There will
Right,
be
it'll put
prompts
the
that...
icon red or whatever, and then say like needs farmland.
Yeah. Well, right
Yeah.
now it says it like big on screen. Let me see. What do I have? Well, I don't have anything of the sort currently. Right. Let me just... Oh yeah, if I build more houses, that'll work. The temple doesn't require any goods. Oh, okay. Now I got a kitchen. Does the kitchen work? The kitchen normally distributes food to all the nearby houses. Let's see if it works. Don't want to put it there. That wouldn't... I'll put... No, that's just a house. Right. And now we have food at every house. I'm surprised I didn't instantly upgrade. Okay, then I will place a temple, which will also upgrade all the houses. You see there's like a number over the houses that says how many points they give me.
Oh, and you build points.
Yeah, it says here... Well, I guess it's called stars. Wait, does that show on
Oh, I
screen?
see. Yeah, right, I see.
It does, okay.
Right, yeah, that should be like a big central number. Like,
Well, it is fairly... I mean, like, you won't get anything unless you get the stars, I guess.
yeah, but
So,
I mean, for like where it's placed on screen and stuff, it's kind of tucked in the top left corner.
I mean, like, you might have like health and stuff in the top left corner of games. I think that works.
And also, like, see when you get a star, it should probably pop out the building and then like go up to a number or something. That could be quite cool. That way it'll be nice and clear.
Yeah, that's a good idea. They did that in Islanders, so that makes sense. So yeah, I mean, like
Yeah,
there'll be simple things to make it like obvious. I don't
yeah,
think we'll need like a lot of tutorial. So
yeah.
the kitchen...
As someone who's not used to this sort of game play, it's probably best to like explain it to me very
slowly.
so, yeah, so I can kind of get a grasp that way. I can like try figure out what would like make it easy for me to understand for other players as well.
So the kitchen doesn't require any water. That's a surprise. I guess it probably should.
Yeah, can you build rivers?
No, but there is. You are on an island, so there is water. There is a fissure that you have to build near the water. So, like, it's currently interesting, but I'm wondering if it's interesting enough because I was thinking all these houses they need all the resources and that's bad. And I was thinking maybe there's different houses. So I was thinking it'd be houses for different animals, like bird houses and what else did I think? Ah, shit. Well, I guess there's gonna be a carnivore and an omnivore and a herbivore. So you have to get them the different foods, and they also have different building materials. So you'd have the birdhouse be created from hay, and then you'd have I don't know. I guess the whatever the herbivore is, it's gonna have wooden house. Then the the, well, yeah, you get it. You
Should we
get the
just make
idea.
them like little people? Because that would make more sense to me. Like a hunter should be like a little guy with like a stick or something, or like
Well,
be like dancing
but-
people with sticks or something, going ba 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 ba. Or that could be quite funny.
I mean, I guess you see the hunter hunt, yeah, but I mean, yeah. I was just saying that these houses would house animals, so I guess the animals would be the hunters as well. So I don't know, but I guess they'd still use spears, so why not?
Yeah. See when you hover over the buildings, it tells you like all your stuff in it.
Yeah. I mean, that's gonna look much better, I assume. But,
Yeah, I was gonna say, wouldn't it be better having like a little pop up or something at your mouse?
I mean, it kind of does that. I don't know.
I guess, yeah.
I mean,
It's just a bit.
why can't I get that building? What have I done? Oh, I guess it's because interesting, yeah, because it was too big, so I didn't find that one. All right, weird.
Okay, I guess. Wait, it says like you've got food and stuff in it. Is there like a separate counter that shows your overall?
What do you mean overall?
Like overall wood, overall water.
Well, the number next to it would be the number that is that. Wait, let's
Yeah,
see.
yeah, but is there a global counter for it? So like all your houses.
No, there isn't. I guess there could be, but I don't know if it's necessary because it's more important to see which houses need what, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess it might be good, but like things aren't gonna starve to death. They're just gonna, like, the houses are gonna be dilapidated if they don't, like. These have high numbers, so they'll look really fancy if you supply them with a lot of stuff, and they'll look really bad. Well, I guess they'd look basic at first, but then if they fall into, if they don't get the resources, they'll eventually like be worn down, so they'll be dilapidated. So that'll be pretty interesting.
So they need these resources to stay alive. Does it tell you where, like, what they need and stuff?
Well, it just said they don't die, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, currently it just needs all of the resources. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that making it so that there's 3 types of animals that live in these houses with different needs will make it so that you have to supply different things to them, and that way you have to do a conveyor that sorts things. I don't know if
wouldn't it be better if we could like do, if you want it to be a town, we can do like a small tent, then like a shack, and then a bigger house, and they all require like more fancier things.
Well, yeah, but if we do that, then we still have the problem that every house needs everything. So I was thinking if it was different species, then they might still need everything in the end, but well, I mean, no, not everything. Well, they'll need more stuff later, but then it'll also be so that they have to be. It'll have to be. I just read the chat by accident. It's doing monotonous labor. Oh joy! Yeah, I like these kinds of games. Sorry. Why would I play this when there's Factorio and I hate the genre? Well, it's nothing like Factorio, I hope. I don't know. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so that way you'd have to sort the resources so that the certain houses get the certain things. So you'd have a row of I guess beaver houses that are built for wood, and then they need grain to eat, and then you'd have the bird houses that need the hay. I guess they'd also eat the grain. But I guess they don't eat each other, so that's good. You're not happy with that idea?
I don't know, it just doesn't seem like what's the, I don't know, it just doesn't seem good. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, there's, I don't know.
Well, what part? See that it says I need more mountains. I have to make a further road here. So you like it like this, or you don't like it at all?
Where does it say need more mountains?
It said it when I tried to place the quarry.
Oh, right, yeah, I just seen the end of it there. It was like in the middle-ish of the screen. Yeah, we definitely need like a, what would it even be, like a quest log or something in the top right corner that you just checklist through?
Well, I mean, there aren't quests. It's just gonna be like you get these houses and you have to build them so that they supply each other, and then you get more houses.
Yeah.
So you like that idea or not?
Yeah, it just seems a bit not like. It feels like it should be sandboxy, but it's not sandboxy. If that makes sense.
Sandboxy? What do you mean? I mean, like, I mean, you don't get too many choices, I guess. But then,
yeah, it seems like you should be getting choices. Like a lot of choices.
Well, you get a choice between two things that you want to unlock from each thing. I think I have 5 more houses, so that'll actually give me a lot more points, I guess.
And there definitely needs to be descriptions for stuff, because it's not like overly self-explanatory at all.
No way. Not self-explanatory, damn. Right, but do you like the idea at all of this game or not?
Yeah, I think it's just missing something though. Like it really feels like there should be a lot more choices. And
do you like how the houses and the conveyors look currently? I mean, like the proportions and stuff. Like I was thinking,
yeah, but they should maybe be smaller. Like
the conveyors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking so, but then
you wouldn't be able to see what's on them when they're behind houses. That's
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think this should be fine.
So you like the way it looks?
Oh wait, can you turn your camera?
Yes.
I'll wait to see it on stream.
Yeah, I guess it's too bad that I don't know. I may have messed it up because previously. Yeah, I mean, I made the things faster, but I guess I have 2 buildings that don't currently work. So that's a problem, yeah. I mean, previously you'd have like a ton of a lot of resources coming in, and then you'd have to like split your conveyors so that they go to different places, because previously they would end up being clogged with too many things. Now I'm rerouting some stuff here, so I'll get more points. You see another one of those choices I get to make. I can get another hunter. Yeah, that's good.
So there is like requirements and stuff. Well, but they're not like super thing. What does the charcoal kiln do again?
Well, it makes coal, and then coal is used in houses. I mean, you can also make.
Used in the kitchen.
Yeah, I guess not actually, but you can make meat, smoked meat with the charcoal, which I guess I must have broken. No, wait, I guess I haven't. Right, why? How do I get this? How do I get it over here? I don't have... That's too bad. It'd be convenient if I could move it to there.
See how it's going in and out of things as well. I think there should be like a thing that shows you if you've placed it properly. Like, see that meat smoker?
Yeah, I've placed it poorly, but it can't possibly predict like how the resources are gonna find its way there.
Oh right. Oh, I see what you mean. It can go on any side.
Yeah, it can.
Right. Okay.
But also it wouldn't know like if there's a supply line from the charcoal kiln to the meat smokery.
Okay. So what the biggest thing that I've got with this right now is it doesn't show the requirements of things. I could probably like dabble through the game without knowing what anything does, as long as it told me like what the requirements were to build things. I think that's like the first major thing that needs to change. Also, like the cursor, because like it stays blue and it kind of looks like you can place anything anywhere. It should probably either be grayed out or like go red if you can't place it on that specific spot and tell you why, like at your cursor or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think those two things will make it a lot more user-friendly for people.
I mean that'll work for the buildings, yeah, but for the conveyor, I mean, like, I guess most of the time you just want like a regular, what do we call it? A regular selecting cursor. So for that it's kind of convenient. I guess it could be slightly redder when it's unplaceable there.
Yeah, like even with the conveyor belt, you should make it so like.
And now I've made it.
It can't be placed on like rocks or something as well. Like.
Yeah, I guess so. I made it so that now the charcoal goes into this meat into the meat smoker, and now it makes the slightly darker meat. So that's cool.
Oh, nice.
And I've solved the logistics problem, which is central to this game, I guess. And now, for some reason, they don't seem to want that smoked meat. I don't know, I guess there's too much of it. So now I'll end up having a clogged conveyor belt, I guess. Well, maybe not. Now they've eaten more of it. I guess
I think we need like instead of numbers at the bottom with the different things, I think we should still have that, but it will be like an inventory looking thing. So it's just like squares.
Oh yeah, of course. Like,
yeah.
Wait, you mean like the numbers for the buildings?
Yeah.
Where I can select them? Yeah, that's super basic. Like, I mean, that's super placeholdery.
Yeah.
The quarry doesn't produce very often. Interesting.
I mean, if we make this like super user friendly, I think this could be something for sure.
That's good. So
is there going to be different levels?
Well, these are randomly generated islands, so you usually just go till you run out of stuff. I guess there'll be a timer. Like if you don't meet the goal of getting the stars, then I guess it's game over.
I guess we should probably start off with like an even smaller island as well.
Oh yeah, I guess. I mean, it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know if it matters much considering, but yeah, I could probably. I mean, right now it'll be a pain in the ass to do, but whatever. Because like the water is actually placed on top of the. Yeah, so like the ground is just the background layer. I guess I could have done it the other way. Right, yeah, you like that?
Yeah, it should definitely be done the other way.
I mean, don't worry about it. I got a guy who specializes in like generating stuff.
Yeah.
Like landscapes, so he'll know how to make it perfect while still being tile based. So you like the?
You've got a big blockage there.
Yeah, I know. I did, didn't I? I guess the way you resolve that is by making a pass to the water where you can dump it.
I mean, you should probably make like a bin or something that makes fertilizer, so you can change the ground type.
That could work, yeah. Maybe. I mean, I don't know what kind of tech these things are gonna have. Maybe they'll be like terraforming aliens. Maybe not. Who knows?
Yeah, I think it should start with like super basics, and then eventually you start to be able to build like big grand things that take a lot of resources. And
All right, so now I'll show you the previous mode. I don't think there's any progress I could make here. I mean, whatever. It'll be kind of terrible anyways, because if I add more resources, then I'll just clog up the conveyor belt. But I also have more. Well, I have another kitchen. I guess there's other distributive buildings that really like take a load of the belt, which is good. Well, anyways, I'll show you the old. I mean, you see this mode has its appeal, but then I'll show you the old mode, and that one had a completely different appeal.
ah,
Yep. So I don't know if you'll have any respect for the old mode. Let's find out. Okay, so this one just has different colored blocks. Oh wait, is this gonna work? Let me see. Oh shit, I've messed everything up. That's good to know. Alright, build mode. Why? What have I done? What on earth have I done? I guess I've just messed it up. And town is something oh, here we go. That's where I wrote it. Okay. I guess I'll have to say end town. Maybe that'll fix it. So yeah, I wonder if I've ruined the sorting block. Let's see, 6. Okay, the sorting block still exists, and I can turn the color. That's... What? Why am I... Did I... Okay, it's fine. Right, so all I have to do here is place... Well, I can... All I have to do is bring the conveyors to the right thing, which is...
What happened to your 3D squid guy there?
Oh? Oh, right.
Just,
Oh,
like, looked over his shoulder.
hold on. I gotta turn on the light. That's what happened. I'm just sitting here in the dark, and it doesn't realize what I'm doing. So that's what happened to him. Right. So what do you think of this mode so far? You just have to match the... Just bring the stuff here. It's a lot of green here.
Oh, I like this, but do you know what we should do?
No.
Why don't we combine this? Why don't we make it so you have to get a conveyor belt from trees, right? It'll cut down the trees and then it'll regrow or whatever, and then it'll give wood to the... In fact,
I mean, it kind of was supposed to be like that, you know. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, there are things like that where it's. Let's see. Like there's the charcoal kiln. You have to bring the wood to the charcoal kiln, and then you have to bring the coal to the meat smokery. You know, and then you have to. What do I say? Oh shit, that was incorrecto. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so there is like a supply chain like that. But the interesting stuff here is that you're not going to be given enough conveyor belts. So what you have to do is you have to double up.
Yeah.
Like you see what I'm doing here is I made it so that the yellow uses the same conveyor belt as the green. So then the green gets absorbed by the green eater, and then the yellow continues on. But there's also sorting tiles, and I guess there's like layers too. Let's see. You could actually... I guess I mean, you can make it go high and stuff. Oh, now there's red. Alright. Wait, where does red have... all the way to the other side. That's not good.
Well, I see now. There's like bridges and stuff that you can build over.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is also... I think we should turn this into like a I think we should flesh out this, and then stick it on like Newgrounds or something.
Newgrounds? No way.
No,
Yeah.
just this little mini game type
I mean,
version.
I guess, but like, I mean, we might as well try to make it a real game, you know?
Yeah, or no, yeah, we should add this in to the main part of the game as well somehow.
Yeah, sure, but like, yeah, that's the whole thing. Like, I don't know if you can tell the appeal here. I mean, like the
Oh
simplicity.
yeah, I can definitely tell the appeal here. This is
Well, you can
great.
tell the appeal of the simplicity. I guess that's good, but the appeal for me is that that you have to solve, like, how do I say it? You have to, like I showed you here, where the yellow and the green shares the same thing, and then and here it has a crossing where the conveyors oversect, because the crossing just makes the things continue on. So it's really interesting the way that
You can make it move around and sort itself.
And the thing is, with the building mode, it's very interesting, but it doesn't have the interesting conveyor belts that you have to build for this mode. So I'm trying to figure out how to make it so that you need to do this kind of stuff at the same time. But is it possible?
Yeah, it actually is.
Do you think it's possible?
Yeah, because see the ones that spit out the resources.
Yeah.
Right, you should have what you have just now as in the main mode, and then have all of that feed into these that then feed little towns that you build, and it automatically distributes it to the houses, and then you can get even more of them. You can make them like even little trucks or something that go back and forth to the towns and deliver all the stuff that you've done. That could be really cool.
I mean, that's an interesting idea. I didn't even consider that. So you'd have two different layers of game mode that don't directly intersect, but that's good, I guess, because that way it's less complicated. Which mine is clearly fairly complicated. Which is great.
This should definitely make it clearer to people if you're feeding into like a town or something that you're trying to build up. And then that way you can get different, like even if you make it go to a boat and then like that boat goes to a different island or something, I don't know, like you can do crazy stuff.
Boat.
Yeah, that way you're not like micromanaging into the town, you're micromanaging into something that then goes to the town.
So here I use a sorting block, so now it makes the blue ones go up, which is useful.
Oh, maybe you don't even determine how big the towns are either. It automatically determines how big the towns are, and you have to try get as many resources to that size of town, and then that's like how many stars you get out of whatever to get to the next island.
Right.
So you're actually trying to get residency there. And it will say the requirements are this amount of coal, this amount of blah 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 to keep the town sustainable.
Interesting. So I guess that works. Henry Schmidt in the chat says, "Oh my god, yes, I'm all in favor of this." Well, that's good. I really like these kind of games. I mean, yeah, I just played like Dwarf Romantic for, I don't know, most of the day actually. So it's, I guess, almost a problem, you know. But yeah, and that doesn't even have supply lines. Wait, so how would it work? So do you have to manually build the woodcutter and then bring the wood to the sawmill or whatever?
Yeah, so you'll micromanage the actual resources, but it all gets put into one place for, like, you can build a road system. This would be the road system rather than a conveyor belt, and then you micromanage all the resources to come into one of these towers that then gets a truck or whatever that holds all those resources and takes it to a town, which is going to be one of these end bits. And then see how you have the bar, you just have that, but you have it with like all the different resources that you need.
Yeah, I'm confused. Wait, so where do you do the sorting? Like, do you have to I see. So I guess you just have like a distribution building that brings all the stuff to town.
Yeah,
So
but you have to build the roads, and this is what the roads would look like. And then the tall ones are the towns, and then the small ones are the resources.
well, it's actually opposite way currently, but I guess that makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry.
No, I mean it probably makes more sense for the towns to be bigger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that is wait. So is it like zoomed out that and then all these things here are? Oh shit! This yellow stuff isn't used up. Right.
So it'll be exactly how it is just now. It'll keep popping up new towns or whatever, or you can even like just change island completely or whatever.
Where's this go?
But
Here?
each town will need like 100 food, or like 5 food, 5 coal. Right. Once you've done that one, that's that one sustainable, and now you need to go like get more resources and take it to another town or whatever that's just popped up, and you've to populate the island with little towns. Because that would give you a chance to even like build little bridges and stuff, and you've got all this, and this would be roads rather than conveyor belts.
Wait, but I kind of like. I mean, the thing I'm talking about here is that that making a conveyor belt is the interesting stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it will be conveyor belts, but they're not actually like they'll look like roads. Like these ones, because it will have trucks on them. But like when you're doing all the wood cutting and stuff, that's going to be conveyor belts. That then feeds into like a building with trucks or whatever, and then the truck goes on the road to take it to the. So you're basically combining this mode and the other mode together.
So there are trucks, and but they run on conveyor belts, basically.
Yeah. So basically, see if you go away from this little map bit, that if you go to a blank bit, that blank bit would be what the other game mode is, right? So it'll have all the trees, it'll have like everything there, and then your goal is to get the required amount to one of those buildings that then is this game mode, which will take the car to like where it needs to be, which will be the towns, and then new towns will pop up, just like this game mode. Like,
So
does that make sense?
I'm being distracted by playing the game. This is probably not ideal. Even though I think this stuff here is already very, very addicting. So what happened here is that it spawned like a new place here, a new purple, and I can bring the purple to this, which is convenient. But now I have to remap this purple to here, and then this purple to there. Right. Yeah. Okay, so the woodcutter has the conveyor belt that is. Let's see. Ah, jeez, it's spawned new. Well, this is an easy stuff at least. Right, so it's confusing. I don't know. Very confusing. Right, so maybe I should explain it again. Sorry, maybe that'll be best.
Yeah, no problem. I'm drawing like a little diagram, so that'll help. Right. Trees and stuff. Sorry, 2 seconds.
Wait, what's happened now? It spawned something new, but where? Wait, from here to there? Ah, Jesus, whatever. Yeah, it just keeps getting more complex, I guess. So do you like the? So you like the town building I had, right? And you like this part too, or did you not like the town building?
Oh, where can I send this actually?
There's a room on Discord, remember? Devs only.
Oh, devs only, okay. Right, so, tell me when you've got it.
Yeah, I see it.
Right, so see the trees and stuff to the left?
Yeah.
Right, so you build the conveyor belts, getting all the like wood and food and coal or whatever, and that feeds to like the truck stop place, right? Which requires like 10 food and 20 coal, which will then feed into a town. Once that town's got the 10 food and 20 coal, it will then spawn a new one and a new truck stop for you to get to, with other requirements.
I see.
And then once you've fully populated the island or got like 100 stars out of 100 stars or whatever, you get a new island, and then you populate that island.
I don't know if well, maybe. But, so, oh, okay, so...
And on the right, the truck stuff, that's the old game mode, and then on the left is the new game mode. And you just combine them together, so there's a coherent goal, and you're actually like fixing the problem of there is no proper goal with the trees and stuff, and you're getting conveyor belts and it gets all messy. But that's how industry stuff's meant to be, and then you get the trucks with the roads and stuff to the town, and that's more like management based. Which the end goal will be like populate a whole, because this already looks like a town.
Yeah, I mean, I guess this is like a factory, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. How do I get the stuff from here to there? Wait, where does this... Oh, this comes from here. Right, so all I have to do is put this through here. Still chugging your energy drinks all day, huh?
No, it's actually Dr. Pepper.
Right, that's even worse.
I've been drinking a lot of lemon water recently.
Okay.
I just chop up lemons, squeeze them, and put it in water.
Wow. Right, so would it just give you like an area where you have to build the conveyors in? No, I don't know.
Yeah, so these will be like they'll be like demolished land or whatever, right? Where it's all flat, and that's where cities will spawn on.
Oh, by the way, someone earlier said, don't forget the giveaway. Yeah, it's on 29, so I better not forget. You're right. Right. Wait,
Oh,
so...
wait, it was a giveaway?
Yeah, there's a Bullfrog giveaway on Reddit, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't generate any sales, sadly, but I guess they'll have people playing it, because they'll get the free copies.
Yeah, I mean, it's better to have players than not, eh?
Yeah. Oh boy, this is so inconvenient that I have to bring this all the way up. Right, so but the thing here is that it just keeps going, you know, and
yeah,
it's usually fairly interesting. Ah,
so
jeez, it really does just keep going. It's another one just now. What do I... Ah, jeez, I don't even know if I want to keep playing for now.
Yeah, but the fact that it keeps going just means, like, for the first level you can have, like, 5 of these or whatever that you can get. You just set a limit for each, and then that will be, like, the gameplay goal.
Right. So I guess... Right, so I guess you get it. I guess it pops up that... So you don't make the buildings, you just...
It pops up like this game mode, like it automatically just places itself, and then you have to figure out how to get it there logistically and stuff.
Indeed.
And then you have to feed everything into trucks that like go to this place, and then I think that would be really cool, because then you've got like the like chop down trees and like demolish the land, like take all its resources, and then you've got it like feeding into the actual towns and stuff, the residential area. I think it's a pretty solid design idea.
Oh, interesting. Well, so how does it work? It starts out giving you what? What's the first thing it gives you?
It's probably based on the requirements for the first city. So, like, if the city needs wood, for example, then wood.
Right. But so, so you also have you have to build the roads, but then the conveyor belts are like small roads that are independent from the road. So I guess you'd zoom in on like one of those outposts where they cut down the trees, and you have to make the conveyor belts in that. But then the roads are like on a macro scale, so you can't really. So they're not in the same spot, right?
Yeah, they're not in the same spot.
Well, that's an interesting concept, I guess. Right, so I guess like they're completely disconnected, right? Like if you're
So
right,
you can even, that's why I was saying you can even maybe do it with bolts to get to the truck stop originally.
Right.
Because then you could have like two separate islands, or you can just put one big island at that.
It just gave me another one. Ah, it has to go from here to there. Wow. Yep. I would just like to watch it, but that's not gonna happen, is it? It's just gonna keep spawning stuff. Right, I mean, I don't know if... I guess that's interesting, but I don't know what kind of tactical decisions you get to make, you know?
I mean, well, with this, you'll have like the crosses and stuff that you have to place. And you need to place the... Maybe you even need like resources to actually build the roads as well. Like...
Oh, Laser...
Sorry, what?
Laser says he likes this mode better. Well, that's good. So I guess... yeah, it's hard to tell.
I do like this better than the other stuff, but I think if you combine them, then I think I would enjoy that as a whole rather than...
Well, it's hard to tell how you combine it, because all this mode does is allow you to micromanage like a factory. But if you have like a factory that outputs goods, then how do you... I mean, all you get to do is like choose what goods you want for the factory. That's all. I mean, I guess you can choose what. Yeah, okay. So what you have at the start, it gives you like a selection. You want a woodcutter or you want a hunter. So if you choose a hunter, then I guess it would give you a factory with a hunter. Wait, no, does that make sense? Okay, no, no idea. So I guess you have like different areas on the island that you can use. So you have an area that has like wood and animals, and then you have an area that has like water and like construction buildings and like water and quarries. So you have to... Oh, wait, does that make any sense? So essentially we'd want it so that you make the factory and then you select either wood or hunting, and then like in the end it'll give you more wood and more hunting that goes together into the factory. But then how does it factor into... I mean, and that would be an outpost, and then the outpost has to feed a town.
I've just had a different idea that I think might actually be better.
Huh? What is it?
You know the new mode that you've done? Imagine when you place the wood factory, maybe you have to go into the wood factory and then the old mode comes up, and then you can do that to make the factory work, and then it starts working. And you have to do that with like most things that output anything.
I mean, yeah, I guess that probably makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, you could even do it with the hunters, and it just like loads up like a new blank map or whatever when you're inside it, and then you've got the hunter, and then you need to get to the animals.
You bring the animals to the hunter.
Oh no, you bring the hunter to the animals.
Oh,
So like instead of conveyor belts, you just show like footprints or whatever when you place it. So it's all the same gameplay. It just sort of has variations, but it's
wow.
yeah. Do you think that would be good?
I mean, that could be good, but the fact is that would just be like a mini game.
Yeah, no, but like see this. See
Yeah.
how you've already got 28 levels. Something might take like 50 levels.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's true, but like... But
So it's more like these are the levels inside the
well, yeah, but then like building the town itself wouldn't be so challenging, I guess, would it? And like, okay, so how about we go back to the other mode, because now that you've seen what the conveyor
yeah.
belts are like, I guess it's too bad that it kind of doesn't work, isn't it? Well, let's see. Actually, I can just cheat in the buildings that will work, so that might help. Right, let's see. Wait, what happens? Nothing? What have I done? Whatever. No, I have created error. Towns. Oops. Fine. So now that you've got an appreciation for what the conveyors can do, I don't know. I mean, it's just too bad that, okay, so here, town or hunter or quarry, I guess I'll pick hunter, sure. Wow, looks like there's lots of mountains, so that would have been good. Right, so yeah, you just place the hunter there. See, it removed the deer, and now it just creates the food. Yeah, and now it'll give me another point. Yeah, because I've done the, like, this would be slow enough to understand that you have to bring the meat to the town folk, you know. And I can make a coal mine. Ah, geez, what have I done? That's all the way. There's no coal here, actually, is there?
Yeah, what I was suggesting is see if you put down that hunter thing, then it'll do the mini games inside.
Right, but I mean,
yeah, I think you get what I mean. I think.
fuck it, I'll start over. Okay, woodcutter. That's a wood. That's good. I guess I should put in more forethought previously. I'll put the houses here.
But yeah, I think this has quite a lot of potential. You could go like a lot of different ways with the game. It will probably benefit you to like pick what you're doing earlier on, so you're not like adding things that might not be used or might be useless.
Ah, why would I put it here? Right, that's fine. Blue? Apples are blue? Interesting. Right. Wait, are they? Oh, we can't even use apples. That's great. Wow. Alright, so
I do think though that you can combine the modes easy enough for it to be entertaining again.
I'll just remove the
You want to go.
I'll just give myself a farm and that'll replace the failing orchid. 3! Alright, there we go. Well, I gave myself 10 farms, so I guess that's super cheating. Oh, and I got the houses, because most packs have houses in them. So now, right, hunter, yeah, I didn't have a hunter, right, so now you see, like, how I'm sorting this, I guess, kind of. Like, the sorting blocks don't work, because there's too many resources in this mode, so if I place a sorting block, it would sort red, but there isn't anything that's red, I guess.
Right.
Right. I mean, I guess there would be, but I don't know. I guess it would have to like sort through the actual resources that you have in order to work. Wait, what did I get? Oh, a hunter, right? So now I'm placing that the house is here, and I guess there's enough deer here to. Oh shit! I can't use the carpentry yet, but whatever. I can put the hunter here. Needs more deer? Damn it! Oh, here they are. Alright, so now we have more food. Okay.
Yeah, see the fact that you had to click for it to say that and stuff. Like it should probably already like tell you just by hovering over the block.
I'm sure. I mean, I don't know. That's probably fairly like it's probably Polish, and also it might be a nitpick. I don't know.
Oh no, I think just to make it clear for people, because like I would be clicking.
Right. Yeah, but
all over the place.
I mean, we'll figure that stuff out later. I assume. Like right now, I don't even know. Right. So the lumber mill creates lumber, which works the same way as wood. Only that... let's see, wait. What have I done? Right. Okay, both of those kind of don't work. Whatever.
So what's the difference between lumber and wood? Or is...
Well, basically the wood is just going to... I mean, you get more lumber out of it. And I guess, like, later on I guess the lumber will just be higher quality. But I guess that's just represented by the fact that there's more of it. So you can use it for more. But now I'm gonna... See, so that was the original way it was, I guess. Without the distribution buildings such as kitchens, you'll just have... You'll just get clogged up eventually, I guess. Is there anything I need? 38. Oh, I guess that... Wait, carpenter. I guess I could make a carpenter. Probably doesn't work yet. I don't know. Let's find out. Does it need... It takes lumber, alright. Yeah, the carpenter takes lumber and wood, I guess.
So the difference between the kitchen and the houses are they just require different resources?
Well, the kitchen provides the resources to the houses. Oh, so they can use furniture. Furniture counts as goods. That's good. So now I just should have not made it clog everything up. Let's dump it in the water. If you don't dump it in the water, it's not gonna disappear fast enough.
Yeah, the game does have potential though. It's...
I mean, do you like this mode now that you understand how the conveyors work better?
If it was clearer, yeah.
I mean, you don't have to worry about it being clear.
I
like in the design
it's
talk,
just
you don't have to worry
some,
about the clarity.
There is certain things like none of this really costs anything apart from like whatever's on the square, does it?
Well, you need to spend, I guess, your stars to get more buildings, and you have to supply the buildings in order to get more stars.
Right.
Which I have four more houses, so that's more.
So yeah, I didn't know that they actually cost.
Yeah, it's actually pretty interesting.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that was kind of what I was like. I don't really get it. If nothing really costs, like, what's...
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, now I have a fairly, I guess, efficient town, but they use up the resources so fast now, even though there isn't a distribution building that helps them. I guess it's fair. Oh wait, no, it's because I still have this block that was leading things to the ocean. Okay, now I'll hopefully get more points if it doesn't dump the stuff in the ocean anymore.
Yeah, I definitely think if we add the other game mode in somehow, this is going to be I don't know, good. It's going to be good.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure what way, either making it go into a town or...
Well, like I said earlier, if we have the different houses, then you'd have to sort the things, and that would make it interesting. Like, you'd have to make...
Oh, like different towns? Or do you mean different houses in this mode?
Yeah, in this mode. Like I said, there'd be like beavers and birds and, like, I don't know, cats maybe?
Yeah, I don't like that idea.
What? You don't like that at all? Don't like animals living in these houses?
Yeah, it just seems odd.
You don't like fantasy races?
Not particularly.
You don't like fantasy at all? Jeez.
No, I do. I just don't like weird furry humanoid characters.
Well, what if it's elves, humans, and dwarfs? Would that be better?
That would be awesome. Yeah, like little forest gnomes and like fairies, and that would be cool.
I mean, we'd probably have 3 for simplicity, because then we'd have like they use different resources in different amounts, I guess.
Yeah.
Like the dwarfs will always get drunk, and the humans would get drunk a few times, but the elves, I guess, would only drink carrot juice or whatever. What do the elves drink? I guess they must have some wine, yeah.
They'll do like water. Dwarves only drink beer.
Yeah.
So you just need like all the pubs like all feeding into their houses.
Wow, I can't believe you hate the animals so much. Damn. I kind of like animals that live in villages.
Wait, is there anything stopping you from making these roads and trucks instead of conveyor belts?
I mean, the fact that I like how the conveyor belts work is what's the issue
Yeah,
there.
yeah, but you can make it the exact same. Just
Or that, like, these things are just trucks instead of
Yeah.
goods.
yeah.
You think that would be better?
I mean, yeah, like I think making it a small town, yeah, it makes more sense rather than giving them like stuff via conveyor belt.
I mean, I guess so, but it's just I really like how you. I mean, you saw the other mode, like sorting things in the conveyor belt was kind of fun.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying they should be like mini games inside of like the woodcutter factory and stuff that you make, and then that can be conveyor belts, and then that can just have like a set level that you need to get to or whatever.
Yeah,
To
but
make it work.
I mean that's cool, but like there wouldn't be any strategic choice to what you do inside the woodcutter factory that affects the outside. You know?
Yeah, no, but all you need to do is just make it work inside, so then it can work.
Right, but then that just takes away from the overall layer. Whereas if you have to give different resources to different houses, that'll probably be more interesting. I never even used the quarry that I got. Well, that's probably why I'm not getting more stuff. Yeah. What else do I have? A coal mine? I didn't use that either. What have I been doing? I didn't cheat to get those things. I deserved them. Oh, and I have 4 more houses. Wow.
It just feels like I don't know. There's like depth missing from this mode.
I mean, you probably would be not saying that if you were playing it.
Yeah, obviously.
I mean, you'd probably be. I mean, you probably wouldn't beat my score.
Oh yeah, definitely not. I'd need to like all the tutorial stuff as well because I don't think I'd manage. I'd forget too much stuff. Because like nothing's really telling you what's what or doing. What there is, but like you're used to it and you know it, and
yeah. I mean, you can pause for however long you want, but yeah. Well, I mean, like I like the idea of sorting stuff, but it's. I mean, I like the macro layer of building a town as well, but I don't know if it would work if it was just disconnected.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's why I suggested like smaller levels of it inside things instead of like a whole nother island or whatever.
Yeah. Am I gonna get this? Do I have enough stuff? I still have another coal mine. I guess that'll be good.
Have you got it so you can exit the game and come back and it's
Nope.
the same saved? No.
No. Yeah. Why did you want that for now? I mean, I'm not that far into the game, as you see. This is very prototypal.
Mhm.
I mean, it's probably not too hard to make it save.
I was just thinking,
This would have totally clogged up in the past, but right now I have it so that the stuff moves much faster, so it doesn't clog as easily, which is certainly convenient.
so I take it you don't like the idea of like 2 separate islands that you have to.
Well, I kind of like the idea, but the way I would do it would probably be so that you, like, at some point, huh?
That you feed it into boats.
I mean, yeah, I guess that would actually work if you had like a port, and then you could, and then the port would just bring whatever you have in one island to the other island. You know, that might be good.
That's what I was thinking. And then you can have
and then you'd have the sorting mechanism, so you can get the stuff everywhere. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
I think that would be really cool.
You think?
Yeah, because then you can sort it for the different cities or whatever on the other island.
Well, I mean, it would just be like this, where it'd just be.
Yeah.
So you don't like the idea that it's conveyor belts running through the streets?
Yeah, It's strange. I think it's very strange. I think if we made like little trucks and they had the symbol of water on them, or like a little symbol of food or whatever, that would be cool.
I see. Because I need to... Now I have more houses, but there's no convenient way to add them to the city so that they get supplied. Wait, is there? Oh wait, I guess I could probably make him go here. Yeah, and then I can make this. And then it goes back around. Yeah, okay, that supplies it. I can move this statue here so it has its effect here. But then I guess I should move some of the resources to go through here so that all the stuff gets supplied more. Alright.
Yeah, I do feel like it doesn't feel like there's a goal right now.
I mean...
Even though there is a goal, like get so many stars and then you get to a place, but it just feels like there's like a big chunk missing.
I mean, I think it would feel very satisfying, the fact that you have to like really understand how it works in order to get your town to grow, you know? And then you'd be happy that you make a really big town.
I guess.
Yeah. Well, at least you know the game now.
Yeah.
And I was stuck because I was kind of wondering, like I don't like I didn't like the visual of it too much because it would make sense for the goods to be smaller. I still want there to be conveyors because I think it's funny to have a town that has conveyors instead of cars.
I mean, it makes it look too
busy.
Yeah.
Huh.
It almost makes it look like there's too much just visual noise going on, like constantly, especially because there's like arrows everywhere. I know you'll probably have that on roads and it would be like more subtle, but like...
Well, I was wanting it to be... I mean, I guess you'd see the arrows if you move your mouse over it, yeah?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And I do think like the fact that the cursor box and stuff doesn't react to whether you can place things or not and things like that. I know it's all college to you, but I think that's, I don't know, more for...
Well, we're still in the prototype phase. I mean, first I'd make the game work for me, and then I'd worry about making it work for the players.
Yeah,
like
I get that. But yeah, it looks awesome. I think it'll be really fun to work on.
I mean, I think it would be really cool to have like little stacks of goods going to the houses. I mean, if it was slower, then it might look less busy. But then if it's fast, then it works. I mean, you don't have to wait for it, I guess.
I mean, you can have little like dump trucks, so you can actually see the resources in the trucks. That could be quite cool as well.
Right, and then well, yeah, but then like if we had trucks, would they go just in 90 degree turns around the around the streets?
I mean, yeah, you just like turn them and they go, or you can even like warp the position or whatever so it's smoother, or like do whatever.
I guess so.
I don't know.
I mean, the thing is that I first built the conveyors and then I wanted to add the town to it, but I guess it would make sense to not use the conveyors anymore. But I don't know. I mean, I really like the idea of the town being supplied with conveyors.
Well, I mean, that's what I was saying. That's why you should like have this as a management place rather than like a town, and the other place be the town. Just because you'd be able to keep the conveyors for this side of it, and you're actually seeing like all your resources going about, and
right.
When you get to the actual town, it's more like industrial, and you get to see trucks going back and forth, and like a boat, and I don't know.
Yeah, I guess that might be good. But so I guess the town building part would be using roads instead of conveyors.
Yeah.
And then I guess... Wait, actually, like if like you say this looks too busy, but like actual cities with cars look way busier, actually.
Yeah, no, but I just mean like since you're gonna have like a quarry and a coal mine and like statues and a carpenter and like a farm and you've got all these buildings in the middle and stuff. It's I don't know. It just seems like it's too much all at once, if that makes sense. And it's not even about like the visual noise of it going on just now. It's like the amount of things that are going on, rather than.
I mean, it seems
I know that's
simple
kind of the
enough.
point,
That
but, like,
I mean, it seems simple because all that's happening is resources going into buildings.
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't know it's a town.
Well, yeah.
I'd think it was more like an industrial estate.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Well, I know you're gonna hate this, but like originally I was thinking, like so these people they can't walk around because there's conveyor belts everywhere, so they're just gonna be birds. They're just gonna fly around, you know. Yeah. What's the music playing? That's supposed to be the soundtrack for Squid Invaders, which might take years to ever come out. We'll see. Yeah, you don't like the bird idea? What a tragedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like these houses would just be nests, you know? Just have conveyors bringing stuff to them.
You should make it so in a town you do actually have people walking about and they try like run across the road, but if they get hit by a truck, then like it'll be like, oh no, one of your citizens have died.
No.
And there's just like a little red spot on the road.
Wow, better than making them birds, huh?
Yeah. Squish the humans like ants.
Wow.
Place lightning bolt here.
I have a well, that's good. The well is so small.
So does the well just provide water?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you don't really need the water for much. It just goes to the houses.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you get a baker and then you can use grain and water to make bread. Yeah. I guess it's hard to think how it would work. I mean, I guess the best thing would be if you have like the town level, which is separate from the outpost that brings the resources. So in the outpost, you'll have a growing demand of resources that you have to connect with conveyor belts. And you have to build factories next to them. Like it would be like this. So, but then well, I guess it would be like the other mode that I showed you, and then like the town part would have those resources, but I guess maybe it's even carried around by people. I don't know.
Oh, that could be quite cool, actually. Yeah, like we can make these little dirt paths, and then they have them on their backs.
I guess, yeah.
That could be cool, and we could.
I always like when buildings have it so that the citizens, when games have it so the citizens have to bring out the resources.
Yeah.
I guess that would be silly though, considering they have conveyor belts, but they're forced to carry their resources by hand in the city.
Oh no, you just make it dirt paths instead of conveyor belts.
I know, but
right, yeah.
Like the technology is so different. they use the conveyor belts, but they still have to carry stuff around.
Do you think you should have one main city that takes a while to build, and then you should have multiple like islands to get resources, but you can then sell the island once you have too many islands and then buy new ones?
Yeah, that was how I was thinking. Yeah.
Ah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd probably be best.
Yeah.
Huh. Hard to tell how to.
Yeah, that would be awesome, because then you can even have like your little town. Like you can have like tents to begin with, and they only require like one food, one water, one something.
Right, but how do you get the stuff to the towns then if you don't want conveyor belts in the towns?
So you have you have conveyor belts in the place where you get all the resources,
Yeah.
and then those resources get put on a boat, and then from that boat or whatever, you build a dirt path, and then a guy just like picks it up and then takes it to the places, and he follows the path.
Oh, wait.
Or maybe you have to distribute it between different buildings, like the woodcutter building and stuff.
I mean, like having a guy transport it is bad because they have the conveyor technology, but then a guy has to carry it to the final
Yeah, but it's a
step.
completely different island.
Well, yeah, but like the technology of conveyors still exists, so why do they have to carry stuff manually? You know?
Because they don't want to build conveyor belts in their island.
Oh yeah, they're just pure like that. They don't want them. I mean, like.
I mean, we already have like escalators in life and stuff. So what's the point of like building stairs? You know what I mean? Like, it's that same thing. You don't want to have like escalators at every stairs because it's going to cost too much electricity and like.
Yeah, but like what we have is we have like way too many goddamn cars everywhere, and that's how we get stuff to places.
Yeah.
So
we
I mean, the cars are worse than the elevator than the conveyors, in my opinion.
I guess. Oh, we can make it so you've got little people, right, that take the resources, but then you can upgrade them. Like you can buy a car for them or something that makes them faster. That would be awesome. Or you can get like a little bike or something, and then like you can keep upgrading them. That way you can go from like a tent all the way to like a mansion and stuff for the buildings as well. You can just make it outrageous.
Wow.
So like your island can go from like a very poor medieval island up until like I don't know, Dubai. You can start making your own islands.
But you already have the conveyor belts from the start to make the factories.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but that's from a previous investor who only lives on that island.
Wow. I still think they should be birds.
Stop with the birds.
Then they could have conveyor belts if they were birds.
Yeah, no, but they wouldn't need to like go on the conveyor belts because they could just fly with the resources.
Oh wait, yeah, I guess you're right. It will be birds, and they'll just they'll just take the stuff from the distribution buildings. Yeah, you just bring it to the town, and then the birds go to the supermarket and fly the stuff home. Well, I guess it's hard to tell how we would want to do it. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough call for this sort of stuff.
I mean, I have the kitchen, which takes all the food and brings it all to all the buildings, like, I mean, invisibly right now. So you wouldn't need conveyor belts everywhere. But then, like, you wouldn't have... I mean, you'd start out with no kitchens, I guess, so you'd still have conveyor belts. I guess it's difficult, but actually, I don't know. I mean, like, the reason why I stopped working on this for a while is because I didn't like the way it was moving stuff around either, I guess. I was thinking if I made the conveyor belt smaller, it might be better, but yeah, maybe not. I don't know.
Maybe I mean, I like how it moves everything around. It looks very satisfying to watch.
Oh, you think? I mean, like, I mean, like, specifically, I don't like the fact that the houses are so small, but then if the houses were bigger, it would be worse, I guess. I mean, you would just have to build longer conveyor belts.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I think the sizes for stuff is okay. Mainly for design-wise, like, I know the proportions are off and stuff, but, like, that doesn't matter. The gameplay design takes precedent over that.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's
like
just that...
These can be giant turkeys that are the size of the houses. Like, no one's going to bat an eye at that. They'll know what it means. Like, it's...
You're right. They should be turkeys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. That's
Turkey people.
Like, if we had the trucks and stuff, it would have been like a turkey drawn on the side of a truck or something.
No, I meant turkey people.
Oh, turkey. Can turkeys fly? Are they
No,
flightless
no,
birds?
I guess they. Well, actually, I don't know. No, I guess they must be flightless. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
Penguins in.
I have one more house. I guess maybe that's why I haven't won yet because I didn't place that house. I guess I have to replace the farm. I actually have
Yeah.
a. I might have. Yeah, yeah.
So
I do have another farm, so I guess that might also help.
so what way do you think you're gonna go with the design? Do you think you're going to make a separate island and stuff um for the towns and stuff, or
What if we just make it so that instead of no fuck, maybe it's actually
I think both the modes are too good to throw away, so I think they have to be combined somehow.
yeah, I know. Well, maybe God, it's so hard. Like maybe you built maybe the town is just like one house, and then you click on it and you can see what's inside it.
Oh yeah, yeah, like how I said, like mini levels inside the woodcutters and the farms and stuff. It
Huh.
would just be the same.
Well, I guess it'd be the opposite because the farms and stuff. No, that doesn't make any sense either. Fuck. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a real puzzler, but it's
I think the way that you're doing it just now is fine, and then having the cities a thing that you click in to get into. I think that is a good idea.
hmm.
I'm not sure how the distribution and stuff's gonna work, whether you're gonna have to take it in bulk and then like put it into different chains or whatever, but
I guess it's so hard to even visualize. Okay,
maybe you
Henry
should just run. Oh, sorry.
right. Henry says, "Don't make it too complicated. A good game loop, focus on polish." Well, I mean that's yeah, I guess. Well,
Yeah.
no, I feel like maybe you're right. I guess all the games I play are pretty simple, but no, I guess I play some more complex stuff too. But then again, I do play too much dwarf. Hmm. Right. So, what were you saying?
Yeah, I think like spawning a one block city that you have to like click to get into to micromanage is good, especially if you're feeding it like all the different resources and stuff.
Yeah, but I mean like the reason why this stuff doesn't work too well is because all the resources end up getting to the same houses. You know, like every house can take everything, but there isn't really any strategy to
Yeah,
it.
no,
I
that's
guess.
why you. Oh wait,
Yeah, I mean, I guess if we add the separate, yeah, well, I guess there are multiple things that can be done, and it's gonna be, but yeah, maybe we'll just think about it later, and in our free time. I don't know, whatever, but maybe not. Maybe there's something we can think of right now. So, I guess
so
like
I think instead of these buildings, we should have something different that then takes it into the city.
yeah, I mean, if we make an outpost, then you would just have like the first mode, the old mode where we have the 5 different colored blocks that you have to sort around.
Yeah.
And then where was I going with this? Jesus. Right, you'd have those, and then I guess you just no, I guess you don't get the stuff anywhere special in the old mode. Like each resource goes from one place to a certain number of destinations. You know.
Hmm.
So that was the appeal of that. But then in this mode, you have certain goods, but they all go to the same. Wow, I finally progressed. They all go to the same place. Wow.
What was that?
Fireworks.
Oh, firework.
Yeah. I got a hunter and 2 more houses. So I can put the houses here.
Oh, this is so hard to figure out.
I mean, yeah, obviously, I've been struggling with it for a little
Yeah.
while. and you're just seeing it now.
Yeah, I don't think these houses are. Are they? Yeah, I think this should be the city management bit. This mode actually, and then the other one. I don't know.
By getting clogged, maybe. I guess we don't want that then. I mean, it like I
Right,
like.
I've got an idea.
Uh-huh.
Right. How would this work? Right, so the other mode is the mode that you start with. And in fact, no. Oh, this is so difficult.
Yeah, I know it's very difficult. I mean the first. I mean the modes are so different because in one mode like I said, you have to get all the things to one destination. But in the first, I mean, and that doesn't work. But in the second mode, you have things that go from one place to a very near place. I mean, like there's a lot of red receivers and a lot of green receivers, you know, and each one of them doesn't build into anything larger, so so it doesn't really make a town out of it. But the interesting part is how you sort through the blocks, you know. It's a real problem. I mean, I guess it's probably fine if, Okay, so I guess the best way of doing it is that you have to. I guess it is kind of similar to how you said it. So basically, I guess you have like the big map, and on the big map you don't do much. So the big map has the city.
Yeah.
And then it has an outpost, and on the outpost you can build a factory where you sort stuff.
Yeah, so you do this mode basically and the outposts.
Yeah, and then the outpost generates a certain number of goods, but the transport of goods between the city and the outpost will be automatic, I guess.
So so the other one will be like a hub for levels, and then the levels are inside the conveyor belts that output stuff. That's really good. We should do that. That way you can also focus on making the buildings. Oh wait, maybe you should have outputs for the buildings. That's what I'm thinking.
What do you mean outputs?
So like they can take in. Oh wait, you already have some of them that do that.
Yeah, that. Well, I guess that's. Yeah, I guess those buildings probably won't work, sadly.
Yeah, so you should probably make it so you have. Well, they could work if you make it so you have to unlock newer buildings by filling up other ones. So like one of them will require like 20 wood, 5 water, right? And then after that you get like paper mache or whatever, and then you get like a paper mache factory, and then that one grows into like a plastics factory, and then they each output like newer things that then builds up to like the final resource that you actually need to take out in the main level.
Right, but I don't know if that actually works, because you wouldn't have to sort resources, which is the appealing part of the first mode.
Of this mode?
No, this is the second mode.
Oh, right.
I guess we've seen the second mode first, but yeah.
I mean, you would have to sort it. It would just be a long process.
Right, but I mean the point is that in the sorting method you don't get to pick where the stuff will appear, right? So if you get to make the buildings, then you don't get to choose where the stuff will appear.
No. You only make the first one, the one that actually needs to get to. Well. Oh wait, no, they will appear like they do just now, and then you just click into them. Like it works the exact same way it is just now.
I don't know. Wait, what works the same way? You say that the buildings are just mini games. Is that what you mean?
Well, the original mode that you had, you would click the first one that's meant to output, and then the second mode would activate. So you go into it, and there's like the island of this stuff, right? And then you need to try get to a certain building that outputs a certain resource, and once you do, you go back onto the original mode, which now it's starting to output because you've done that. And then you need to get it to the place that it needs to go, the output, and then that will spawn the new stuff like it already does, like the new buildings. And then there's another level on that, which is like this, and then you can just have that way. There's a gameplay loop, and it can go on forever. And you could probably actually do it all through just like stats and stuff rather than manually setting up. So you could potentially have like an infinite game.
That's right. So the way I thought it would be is that you have like the outposts, and then the outposts have to be like little factory cities, and they just have to. Wait, no, that's
But what I was
sense.
thinking, do you know what I mean by the original mode? Like when it pops up the first two things, the first one is your level. Do you know what that? Like that would replace the outpost. Like the no outposts, it's just that starting one. In fact, I'll draw this. This will be easier.
Yeah,
somebody
right.
joined.
Hello.
Hello.
Settler's Lament. You've been summoned by me making a game where you settle in a town.
Cool.
No? Is that not why you came?
No. So are you playing this game or are you developing it?
Developing it. Well, but it's very messy right now, so we're trying to make it redesign it, I guess.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Settler?
I'm doing good. I don't know, not much to report. I have a live stream tomorrow.
Wow. Got notable far-right people coming on it?
No, I don't think so.
No? Oh, is it just you?
No, I mean I'm being joined by some guys, but I don't think anyone I hang out with regularly is really far right.
Ah, okay.
But no, I mean you're not. I don't think you're probably familiar with the people from tomorrow. I'm trying to do some regular CanCon Canadian content. So it's a bunch of nobodies. It's not unless you've seen my other Canadian live streams.
Oh, it's been a while now. I haven't.
Yeah. So I mean I haven't done that many Canadian live streams, but I'd like to do one a month.
Wow.
I'm not up to that frequency yet. I'm barely up to one a month for live streams in general. But I don't know, there isn't much right-wing Canadian content on the internet, so I feel like I should try and provide that.
Wow. So you're fine with right wing, but not right with far right? Is that?
Well, yeah, I mean I'm a conservative. I mean, aren't conservatives right-wing?
I mean, it's weird. Like some people seem to think that right wing is the same as far right, and other people think that right wing is just right of center. So I don't know, whatever. I guess.
Yeah, I mean I guess when I use the term right wing, I mean anything right of center. It can include far right, but it also can include center right.
See.
But I suppose it depends on how you use the language. It is used differently by different people.
Some great politics on this game dev.
Politics have invaded. I see that this block here is broken because it's supposed to sort them so that half the time they go this way, but I guess it doesn't work out that way most of the time.
Right, so Florian, if you look in the devs only chat, I know it's like a very simple drawing.
Oh wow, good thing you've drawn this. Now I understand.
Do you see the output and the input from the original mode? So that output, right, will be like a little island, just a blank island, and then you'll click on it, and then it will take you into the new mode. That's where you do the resources, and once you finally pass that, level, like get to whatever you need, the final resource, then the output will actually start outputting into the new input, and then it will spawn a new one. That's the levels. That's what I was meaning. If that makes more sense.
Hmm.
And then that way you get both the modes, and they work coherently, and it can go on forever because you can just like, and they'll make it so more and more times it gets a more and more difficult resource to get. And you can obviously do the island generation and everything like that.
Well, I'm looking on Steam right now. Did Ballfrog get removed?
Oh no!
I sure hope not. Why?
I mean,
what have you done?
I typed Ballfrog into the Steam store search.
One word?
and-
Yeah, I have one
Oh,
word.
one
I guess.
word. Okay, let me try that.
have
Okay,
we not?
no, it's-
Have we not looked for? What if you say ball and frog? Is it gonna find us?
No,
No.
it doesn't.
Wow, that is.
Yeah,
That's
probably
horrible.
lost you quite a few sales.
Oh yeah, I guess we're down here. Yeah, wow. I guess we're so unpopular. We're not even making the list. Did you? Yeah, maybe you should add the words ball and frog to our description a few more times, Reese.
Yeah, I thought I already had it in the.
In the tags?
Oh, you can't put it in the tags. The tags are like pre.
Yeah, I see.
Things.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh,
the
no,
first
it's-
thing that
it's
comes
a-
up for
it's a
me when I
different
search
words right here,
Ballfrog
yeah.
with a space is Frog Ball Reloaded.
Yeah, I
And
guess.
I was impressed because I didn't realize you did a reloaded version of your game already. That seemed a bit quick. But...
Oh yeah, it came out for the Xbox 720 back in January.
Okay, so I guess I
24.
wasn't looking carefully enough. I do see Ballfrog eventually on here.
Yeah, it's there, yeah.
Even when I search Ball and Frog.
It actually has the word ball and frog separately in story, so it really should have given us more attention, damn it. Wait, the second one on this list better be... This one doesn't even have to do with balls, and it's free. It has a lot more reviews, though.
Skater Frog.
Okay, there better be the word ball.
Head Ball only has 10 reviews, and it's above Ballfrog for me. And it doesn't even have frog in the name.
Super Deluxe, wow.
Deluxe.
Yeah, okay. I am German, yes.
Yeah, no, sorry. Oh, is that the word for deluxe in German?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, sure, anything to make it seem normal.
So, I mean, that's how I pronounced it as a kid, so yeah, no, I guess it's more like the French pronunciation. Wait, what's that head one you were mentioning? Super head ball, right.
Well,
Super Frog Head.
let's see. No, it didn't have. No, that was the weird thing. It didn't even have the word frog in the name, and it's above yours. Super Head Ball.
Yeah, that's the one. Wow, it really doesn't seem to have frog anywhere. No, he has it once.
Yeah, I mean, it has less reviews than you. It's older than your game, and it doesn't even have the word frog in it, and it's still ahead of yours.
Wow, I guess Steam just hates me because like the original Isaac doesn't show up easily anymore either.
Oh no.
Yeah, when you search Isaac, the first 5 results are just the DLC for Rebirth.
Oh yeah. I guess there's Afterbirth plus Rebirth and then two DLCs.
Do you not
Phantoms.
get do you not get money from the DLC?
Right. I will not discuss. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess it's... Man, why is that happening? It's... Wait, when did that one come out? Is it maybe new? No, it is not new. Okay, there's no
Yeah,
reason
no,
why
that's what
this
makes it
one would be...
weird. It's less related, less reviews, older, and it still is ahead.
Relevant. It's sorted by relevance. Wow.
Oh no.
This is... We do not have the relevance.
That's fine. I think our future games that we're going to be working on are going to...
Oh wait, I know why. It's because it's minus 60%. That's probably why it's relevant right now.
No,
Yeah,
yeah, that might be it.
And we're only minus 35%. Who knows? Maybe one day What will be the first term for ball and frog?
Well, if you type in Bullfrog, one word, it comes up with the normal one and the demo.
Well, yeah, I would think so. Why else would any other game have the literal word bullfrog in it?
Yeah.
What happens if
I'm
you
gonna have to
type in
make I'm gonna have to make
bullfrog?
some games just so I can have the phrase "ballfrog" in the Steam page.
Okay,
I can beat you out on Steam.
we're nowhere near bullfrog either. Okay, great. Do we not? We should probably put bullfrog on the list somewhere, on the description somewhere. Do
How
we
do we
have?
even do any of that?
Huh?
Like, what description bit should it be in?
I don't know. Anywhere. What's this game?
Because I don't think the actual description of the game where you put in like your join Discord and stuff, I don't think that actually goes towards the search or anything.
No. Wow.
I think it only takes in like tags and who made it and stuff.
I see. That's weird. No, I'm pretty sure I've seen things pop up just because they have the search term in there. In
They
the
used
description.
to, but I don't think it works anymore.
Really? Huh. Weird.
Because they used to put every name under the sun and get like 1 million plays of their game. And I'm pretty sure it got taken out because of that.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure Newgrounds done that at one point as well. Because I've seen a game that was like fun, free online, fun, having fun games for kids, games for boys, games for girls, and I was like, what the hell is this? And then I looked at the reviews and I was like, whoa! And I went on it and it was like a 9-year-old had made a game and I was like, what's going on?
Where's the fun I was promised?
Yeah, where's the fun for boy and girl? I knew it was too true.
It's all fake. I guess I'm better off if I don't have as much rain to flood the market. Oh boy. Well, thanks for telling us, I guess. Damn.
Yeah, no worries.
Tragic. Game dev is hard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so what do you think you're gonna go with? Florian, what design choices?
I mean, I guess it's hard to tell. It's yeah. I mean, I guess I'll have to find a way that the buildings. Okay, so I guess in the outpost, you probably get the boring resources.
Mm-hmm.
Like you get the wood, the rock, the grain, whatever.
Yeah.
And you have to sort that in the original mode. Wait, does that make sense? I guess it probably does. I don't know. And then in the town, you get to make the buildings that combine things. No, does that make sense? Maybe. And then you just place the buildings, and then they magically have stuff transported in between them. I don't know. Maybe there's. Yeah.
I do think you should keep it simple. Like this seems like it's. I do think like you should just like combine the two modes, like as simple as just combine them, like make the outputs little islands like this, because I think that creates like the perfect gameplay loop as well.
I mean, yeah, like wait, the outputs.
Yeah, so on the original mode, you had the output, then the input of the different colors, and then once you connected them, a new one popped up.
Yeah.
So the outputs would be levels, and they wouldn't output until you'd finished that level and made a certain resource, which would take multiple resources to make.
I see.
And then it would create the new level, plus you had to like actually connect that output or whatever, and then it creates a new level, and then that becomes the city, the original game mode. And then this one is just multiple levels that you've got. You can even make this instead of like a island, you can make it like a factory or whatever. You can change literally the outputs of the city can be anything. So it's always this level, like this sort of sorting thing, but it can look like anything. You can change the resources, you can do like whatever you want. Like it's expandable. It creates a gameplay loop. That I don't know, like it can go on forever. It can be capped. It can. I think that like opens up the game a lot more. I think that creates the sandbox that I was kind of looking for.
Right. So what's the macro game mode then? Do you like when you take out the mini game of actually like making the factory? What do you do in the macro world then?
Oh, yeah. So do you know the original game mode you had?
Which one?
The one where you just connect the outputs to the inputs in the different colors. Yeah, that's all that is. Like it's that, and then obviously you have to make decisions of like crossing them over and stuff. Like that shows your progression. That's more what it's there for. So it shows your progression, and you get to build like a really cool looking busy city and stuff.
Huh.
And it'll be unique to everyone because it pops up randomly and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's a perfect idea.
So both the modes basically have conveyor belts.
Yeah, essentially. But obviously they just look different, and you can even make it look different for different levels. You can add like DLC where you're on a level with like lava pools, and you're like putting gems into the lava rivers to like take them across or whatever. I don't know. Like you can literally endless ideas you can put into it. It's so expandable, it's ridiculous.
Wow.
It's like if you took Minecraft, because they can literally put anything in it, so can we. Like this is, you're basically creating it as a sandbox game rather than a game that's just got like, I don't know, either super capped or I don't know. It seems like it would be the best option for the game.
Right.
Like I don't see it going any other route as being like as clean as that gameplay loop.
I mean, I don't know if I like that gameplay loop too much because it's too independent, the two modes from each other. I guess it's quite difficult to say.
Yeah, but the other mode, so this would be like the levels, and the other modes more like a hub showing you how far you've gotten in the game. Because but you can literally do it for like forever, and you can even add in like if you want to sell like a certain level or whatever, then you can sell that. You want to have that resource, but you might be able to get like double that resource from another output. Like it can be so expandable. Like you can literally add any options to the other mode.
Yeah, it's really hard to visualize, I guess, which is funny because people really have a hard time understanding it when they're seeing it like this too. Especially now, look how crazy this town currently is.
Well, instead of having houses that hold things, like see the water and the food and stuff, you'd have things that require a certain amount of holdings to change into a different resource. Like how you've got the woodcutter and then the lumber mill.
Yeah.
Like exactly that, but you have to get a certain amount of money or whatever, like sell a certain amount of resources or whatever to be able to afford the buildings that can transform the resources into better ones.
Right. So what would the outputs and the inputs be then? Would they be entire cities or what?
So I think it would depend on like what your level is inside, because you can have one based entirely on a farm, or you can have one based entirely on like a big factory building, or one could be like somebody's home and you're just like moving furniture or whatever. Like you can do like yard sales. You can like there's literally any theme fits.
Wow.
So you can have a city that's built over different things, or you can just keep it simple and make it little buildings or little cities, and then like it all works no matter what theme you put on it.
Damn.
I'm a goddamn genius.
You might have to draw this out for me further, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Have you been listening, Settler, to the start of the stream?
No, not since the start of the stream. I've been listening to you guys talking right now, but that's about it.
Right,
Probably doesn't make any sense to you yet, does it?
No. What's the game about?
right.
Well,
Can I explain it? Because I think I can do it simpler
Okay.
than. Right. So the aim of the game right now is you build different places like quarries or woodcutter places or farms to output certain resources. Those resources then get held in buildings that give you like a star rating. So like you can have like 5 stars if it's full of certain resources, or you can have 0 stars if it doesn't have any resources, right? And the goal just now is to get as many stars as you can, and then like that's your points basically. So what I was suggesting was, instead of having the star-based system, is you can gather a bunch of resources that can then get turned into a super resource that can then feed into other places to make another super resource, and then keep going until you have a certain resource, and then that's the end of the level. And then you get to build a separate city with those resources.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
Yeah, or do you like the star system better?
I don't know. I mean, it's not really the type of game I play much, so I'm probably not the best person to ask.
Yeah,
You don't play little management games? I thought you would.
What?
You don't play little management games?
No, not really. I rarely play games that don't have some sort of lore. So either like map games, which I like, Paradox, or like RPGs or Nintendo or stuff like that. I mean, it doesn't need to be like in-depth lore, but I don't really like these types of games.
They go on infinitely?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's explain the game in a way that he'll understand. You wake up in Umbreferia, an island covered in trees and conveyor belts. These houses hold little gnomes and creatures that need to gather each resource to turn into their own.
He's already hooked.
He's already bought the game. I've just looked it on Steam.
Yeah.
The game's not even out. He's just made the game for us, and he's just bought it.
So true.
Oh, I guess I probably figured out why this block isn't working. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I do think, because I'm not into these sort of games either, making a game design that I think would be fun has helped me understand like what fun could be had from a game like this.
Finally understand fun.
Yeah, because like just now, like I couldn't see the fun in the game, but now I can see that there's potential for fun in the game. Does that make sense?
I mean, you saw the fun in the other mode, I guess.
Yeah. Which that mode would be basically the exact same. Like we're not even touching that mode basically.
Yeah.
It's just like those outputs will be turned into levels, which would be this mode. The only thing changing would just be this mode, but it would only be slightly anyway.
This mode would only slightly change.
Yeah, because instead of having houses that just hold stuff and give you stars,
Yeah.
you would hold stuff, but it'll be a lot more stuff, and then it'll give you another resource to make, and that would then turn into a new output like thing to put out another resource.
I'm actually kind of sick of looking at these blocks. So I'm just gonna play Lonely Mountain real quick. They're kind of giving me like motion sickness. That's probably not a good sign. I don't know how that happened. Right. So what would? God, it's so hard to say. So what would be the best choice for these things to be then?
For the conveyor belts.
Well,
the resources.
The macro mode, yeah. What would be the resources?
So you could do basic things like wood. So you can have like at the very start, it could be little people that you hire to pick up sticks or something, and then they can build like a hut that can then produce more, or they can like get axes or something. That can then cut down proper trees, but it takes a while, and then you can get like a lumber yard that then chops down the trees properly. A woodcutter place, and then the lumber yard, and then there you go. There's like the first level, and that'll be like the first output, and you can get little like wooden huts or something to start your village off with.
Wow, it's pretty complex. So then, like each time you build a building, inside of the building, you'd have a system of conveyor belts. Is that right?
Yeah. So it would be the second mode that you made when you go onto the each level is basically the second mode, but with different resources with the ultimate goal to make like a certain resource.
Right. I guess that's pretty complex. So
I don't think it's that complex, is it? It's like basic management and crafting, I think. But then again, I've got the idea in my head, and obviously it looks different in other people's.
I mean,
heads.
I guess like the way you're describing it would just be that you have like a regular RTS game, but each time you build a building, it's like the hacking minigame from what's that game called? Fuck, BioShock, where you have to redirect the pipes. Pops up.
No, the
that's how I feel like you might end up having it, you know, if you do it that way.
I think it's going to be completely different, especially if you have like one main city that you're just working on the whole time, but then you've got these management things inside of the outputs.
Yeah, inside each building you have to do a pipe minigame.
Yeah, but it's not a pipe minigame, it's the management levels.
Well,
It's much more in depth than the pipe game, because the pipe game is
I guess it is more in depth, yeah, but...
Yeah, it's...
I mean, I feel like it just... it's so hard. Okay, so... Yeah. I mean, I feel like it would probably be better if it was the other way, the way I had it, where... The way I describe it, where it would be so that you built like the factory, and then it says this factory produces like 10 wood and 5 rock, you know, and then like the houses would use those things, you know, but I guess you wouldn't have but I guess the houses would just magically have the stuff without the need for conveyor belts or whatever. I guess it'd be a different system other than conveyor belts to make it simple.
Right.
Because
I mean, but what would be the, like, how would it loop into it?
I mean, yeah, like, I guess it'd be the same, huh? I mean, so I guess basically you can probably open the outposts again, like once you've upgraded some stuff, you can open them again, and you can still see them function the way you had them, but you can make them more complex.
Yeah, that's what was going to be. Like, that was the same with mine. Like, that stays in there; it doesn't change.
That's good. So
you can edit and stuff to make more resources or better resources or whatever.
That's actually,
it just depends what you've unlocked from that point.
It's gonna be pretty complex, actually. I don't know if reopening things is a good idea. Damn.
I mean, you could close it off if you want. Like, there's nothing forcing you to have to edit something.
Indeed.
That way you can make it so it just saves the town itself. It doesn't have to save the levels within the things.
Yeah, that might be good. Yeah, it's very complex. Yeah, so I guess like the way I'd imagine it would be so that these, like the overworld would be closer to how civilizations has it. So in your world, I mean in your concept, how is the overworld then?
So it would just be like an island again, just like the other one, and then it'll just be an island actually.
So the island has conveyor belts and houses as well.
Yeah, but we'll have houses and roads or paths or whatever. Yeah, conveyor belts basically. Like functionally, they're conveyor belts, but
I guess they have
graphically
cars.
they'll be
Yeah. Interesting.
Like it's all exactly what you've got just now, apart from the second mode will change slightly.
I mean, I guess the main issue is that I don't like the fact that everything is conveyors and houses. I feel like it'd be better if the houses didn't have too much stuff going on and they would just have like a simple beauty.
Yeah, I mean there wouldn't be houses, there would be something else. Like I don't know, like a wood place or like a I don't know, whatever resources you need. So like imagine your first main resource that you need is refined wood. Right? So you would get a wood chopper or whatever, right? That would chop the wood, and then you would have to feed that through like a lumber mill, which will then like double your wood or whatever as an output, and then you can have a couple of those feeding into another place that then refines it for you and turns it into like refined wood, and then you've got that resource. So there is like big management, but you might not just need wood for the refinery place. You might need like wood and water because it needs to like, I don't know, use the water somehow. So it's exactly the way that it is right now, apart from there's an ultimate goal of making a certain resource every time you go into a new level.
So yeah, but if it's that way, then well, I guess that wouldn't be the same, would it? Because...
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That the houses, instead of holding things, it would require to hold a certain amount of things, and instead of giving you points, it would give you a resource that then goes out into another conveyor belt.
Does it come out of the house?
Yeah, it comes at the house.
Huh.
So like you'll have like a conveyor belt that's feeding all this wood and all this water into a place. Once it's full of what it needs, like 10 water and 10 wood, say, then it's going to be like, it will pip out a new resource that you need. And then that goes into another conveyor belt that then feeds into another place that requires that resource to work.
Huh.
That way it's literally just feeding it into like a crafting system, so it's all just like, I don't know. It's very simple the way that I've got in my head, but I don't know if you're going to be able to imagine it the same way.
Yeah, I think I don't know. Maybe you should draw it.
Yeah, I'll draw it right now.
Well, I think I'll end the stream so you can send it to me later.
Yeah.
I guess I'll have to think about my one too. I guess. Yeah. I mean, I guess I'll work on my other game for a little while, and then we'll discuss it later.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, nice talking to you again, Settler.
Yeah. Peace.
Yeah. Thanks for joining. Well, I hope everyone is hyped about blocks being moved around by conveyor belts. You know.
Yeah, that looks like a very exciting game.
Oh, I thought you didn't think those games were for you.
No, I mean I was just being polite. I'm not that interested in it.
It's actually
but no,
terrible.
I do actually have some friends who are interested in that. So when this gets closer to release, I'll mention it to them.
Did you actually end up playing Bullfrog, by the way?
No, I haven't. That's why I was just looking it up.
Ah, well, it's some sale. You should play it.
Yeah, it's got like online multiplayer and everything. Every Friday I'll be streaming it as well, playing with different people. So
yeah, you could play with him.
Yeah, sure, I might.
Wow. Yeah, you should really check it out. I've worked on it quite a while, you know.
Yeah, no, I mean, it doesn't really seem like my type of game either, but it's only $3. I might check it out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's really hard and it's like skill based. You have to like see if you look at speed runs and stuff online. It's crazy what they're able to do. And then when you try play it, it's like I can't even move.
Yeah, I saw Mumpkey playing it.
Yeah, that's the best endorsement for it. Yeah, I actually got a lot of sales from that though. Yeah, people were like, "Yeah, I can do better than the Mumpkey." Yeah.
Yeah, the game looks deceptively easy.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess probably just because I was watching Mumpkey, but he made it look hard.
Yeah, he did. That's probably the best part. The best way to sell it to people is to make it clear it's hard. Oh well. Well, I'm sure. Well, I guess one of these games will probably have to take off, and then they'll all go back and play the other games. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll happen, maybe. Oh, maybe never.
No, it'll happen.
Whatever happened to that Squid game you were working on?
Which one?
It's like Space Invaders, but with squids or something
Squid
like that.
Invaders.
Yeah. Well, I paused it for a long time, and now I recently hired a guy who specializes in randomly generated levels. So if he can make really good levels for me, then I can probably make the gameplay come together, and then it'll eventually come out. And it might be great. We'll see.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, again, it's not exactly my type of game, but I did think that one seemed more interesting than these other two.
Wow. Well, I guess that's probably the hardest one. It's also the one that's most similar to Isaac, so hopefully that'll be a selling point. I don't know. Yeah. Just roguelike stuff.
When that comes out, you should make a video on your channel, top 10 ways that Squid Invaders is like Binding of Isaac.
Maybe top 10 ways how it's surpassed Isaac. Who knows?
There we go. I've
You have? Well,
yeah.
I'm still gonna end now though, because I'm actually
Yeah, no
kind of
worries.
feeling weirdly sick still. Oh well,
Oh no.
probably be fine if I move around.
Get some salt and water. Start
Right,
hydrating. Did you
I
know
got-
that was a thing? I didn't know it was a thing. You can put like a pinch of salt in your water and it hydrates you more than if you didn't have it in it.
Bizarre.
It is, isn't it? I thought it would dehydrate you, but apparently it like it like boosts your system because it's got salt in it, so it like hydrates even more.
Wow. Didn't know that, but I actually drink enough. It's definitely not water. Oh, I actually should probably... Yeah, I should go to bed soon, which is not going to be possible, but I whatever, I gotta wake up and go to the gym at 6 o'clock tomorrow in the morning. Yeah, already gonna meet my gym buddy there. Oh well.
Awesome.
Yeah, gotta make sure to get sleep. Alright, bye everyone. I hope you like the game, you know.
Goodbye, sweethearts.
Goodbye.